Doctrine of due process of law. Due process refers to just, rational, and fair treatment under the regular judicial process. For instance, the accused must be given the chance to present their own defense before being sentenced. Substantive due process. The judicial examination of whether the fundamental elements of the legislation are consistent with the Constitution is known as substantive due process. Rather than the fairness of the legal system, the court is more interested in the constitutionality of the main norm. Procedural due process. It envisions a reasonable process, meaning the aggrieved party should have an equal right to a hearing. It refers to the general procedures that must be followed before a person's life, liberty, or property can be taken from him. Whether a government body has violated a person's life or liberty without following a fair legal process is determined by procedural due process. It not only examines that there is any law to deny life and individual freedom but also checks if the law made is reasonable, just and not arbitrary. If the Supreme Court finds any law to be not fair, it will declare it void. Individual rights can be treated more fairly with the help of this doctrine. Under this doctrine, the state should respect all the legal rights owed to a person by the state, as it is a legal requirement, and laws that states enact must conform to the laws of the land like fairness, fundamental rights, liberty, etc. The understanding of due process is usually presented as a directive to the government not to treat the people unfairly. Although the term is frequently ambiguous, many nations recognize some type of due process under their legal systems. The due process provision must be followed when the government takes away someone's life or freedom. However, the word due process lacks a precise definition. The notion of due process states that every legal right a person has under the law must be respected by the government. Due process safeguards people from state misconduct and makes the government accountable to the law of the land. In Maneka Gandhi v. Union of India 1978 AIA 597, the court, while delivering the judgment, used procedure established by law instead of due process of law. However, it must be right and fair and not arbitrary, fanciful or oppressive. Otherwise, it would not be a procedure at all and the requirement of Article 21 would not be met. Please like the video and subscribe the YouTube channel.